In this video, we're going to talk about how to simplify algebraic expressions. So an algebraic expression actually has no equal sign. So you can see this here is an example of an algebraic expression. You can simplify an algebraic expression, but you cannot determine the values of the variables unless they are given to you. So for example, we can take this original expression and turn it into 6x minus 6, but we cannot actually determine the value of x. So you can simplify an expression using two methods. You can either combine like terms or use the distributive property. So when you combine like terms, what you're doing is you're putting together the terms that have the exact same variables raised to the exact same exponents. So for example, if you have 5a squared plus 7a squared, they're like terms because they both have an a in them and their a is both squared. So you combine them, you get 12a squared. When you have 4x plus 9y, you cannot combine those terms because those are different variables. You just leave it as 4x plus 9y. If you have an 8x cubed and a 6x squared, you cannot combine those terms and you have to leave it as an 8x cubed plus 6x squared. Because although the x is the same, notice that the exponent on both of these terms is different. So for example, let's try combining like terms in this expression. So one thing that some people like to do is just to use different shapes for the like terms. So for example, I have 8x and I'm just going to put a circle around 12x because that's the other x term. So that means I'm going to put together 8x plus 12x, which is going to give me 20x. Okay, and then I'm going to use a different shape for the y. So I have 2y, and I don't have any other y terms, so I'm just going to leave that as a plus 2y. And then I have a 9, so I'm going to use a triangle for my constant terms. And so I have a plus 9 minus 3, which is going to combine into plus 6. So in my final answer, I'm going to leave all of these unlike terms separated by that plus sign because I can't actually combine them. So we can also use something called the distributive property. So that tells us if we have a number in front and then we have an addition or subtraction, we can distribute that number in front to every term on the inside. So for example, here we have a 5 in front that's going to distribute over this addition. So we have 5 times 6x squared plus 5 times 2x plus 5 times 1. So we just go ahead and multiply now. So I have 30x squared plus 10x plus 5 times 1, which is 5. So this is now my fully simplified answer. So let's practice now simplifying expressions using everything that we've learned. So for example, if we have 2 times x minus 3 plus 4x, you always want to start off using the distributive property whenever you have parentheses. So I'm going to distribute this 2 to everything inside. So I have 2 times x, which is 2x, minus 2 times 3, which is 6, and then I have plus 4x. Notice now in this expression, I have two like terms. I have my 2x and my 4x that I can just go ahead and combine. I have 2x plus 4x, and then I'm going to leave the minus 6 alone. 2x plus 4x gives me 6x, so my final simplified version is going to be 6x minus 6. So now you can go ahead and pause the video and try doing this example on your own. So here it wants us to simplify this expression. So I always start off with a distributive property to get rid of that parentheses. So I have 2x plus 5 plus, and then 3 times 6x gives me 18x, plus 3 times 1 gives me 3. Now let's put together our like terms. I have 2x and 18x, and that's going to give me 20x. And then I have plus, and then I have my 5 and 3, and so that 5 and 3 combines to give me 8. So 20x plus 8 is my fully simplified expression. So remember, you can simplify algebraic expressions by combining like terms and using the distributive property.